Hello Pisces Collective, this is the Ethereal Empress and this is actually my first video on this channel. I will be doing a message for the Pisces Collective. This channel is specifically for Pisces, so if you have Pisces in any of your chart, this video is for you. Unfortunately, any other signs, you're not welcome unless you do have Pisces in your chart. So cross watchers, you might want to exit the video because this is specifically for Pisces people. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you're allowed to watch, you can watch, you're not allowed. So I will be asking Spirit to block any messages from people trying to plot or go against the Pisces Collective. This is specifically for the Pisces Collective. I will be doing a reading for my Pisces. I hope you all are doing well. Please like and subscribe. I've had this channel for a while. I haven't posted a legit video yet. However, I've done the shorts, but something just called on me to make a video today. So that's what we'll be doing. So I'll be reading from the Loteria Remedios Oracle deck. I use the book for that one because it is a brand new deck, so I'm not that familiar with it. And then I'll be pulling some oracle cards, and then we'll be doing a tarot reading as well. I hope you are all doing good. It's been a tough Gemini pre-Cancer season. For me, I'm a Pisces as well. I don't know how you all are feeling, but I hope you're in great energy. The energy is thick, so I will say that, and that's why I felt like it was necessary for me to do this reading today. Okay. So, let's start with the Loteria, and then we'll go from there. Spirit, guides, ancestors, please give me a clear and precise reading for my Pisces Collective. If there are any cross-watchers watching this video to plot, scam, or be on any type of malicious intent with my Pisces Collective, please let them know that they are being alchemized. Whatever you're thinking is going to be turned into abundant blessings for my Pisces Collective. So I've gotten 2 cards already. I've gotten La Dama, and that means the lady, and La Bandera, which is the flag. Oh, we have an extra one. Oh, we have 2 more. We have El Melon, the melon, and El Musico, which is the musician. We have that reverse. I do read reverses, so I do want to let you all know that right now. I only like taking cards a certain way. I'm going to take this one, and I'll take that one as well. Okay. So the first card we got is La Dama, which means the lady. First and foremost, I do want to start with immediately when I got La Dama, I immediately thought of La Madama, which is like Big Mama in the Hoodoo culture, but it's La Madama in the Hispanic culture. I'm both, if you're wondering. She is a spirit guide that pretty much helps women, but men can call on her as well. She's just a spirit guide that helps with children, abundance, clearing roads so that you can push through. So let's get started. So La Dama, the lady, femininity, poise, grace. La Dama exemplifies feminine energy and represents creation or creativity of many kinds. Her depiction is the mark of confidence, poise, style, sophistication, and softness. This card may signify a positive female influence in your life, or it may be you that you embody these qualities and wear them well. Rather than demanding attention, La Dama draws attention in a delicate, effortless fashion. This person can be assertive without being bad-tempered, gentle yet full of power, and attractive in an understated way. If you are in a professional setting or space where women are in the minority, make sure their voices and concerns are heard clearly. Support and celebrate those who feminine energy brings beauty and balance to our world. When La Dama first appeared in the Loteria deck, the role of the lady in Mexican society was startlingly different from today's expectations. While cultural norms are ever evolving, this card could signify a stifling, ladylike role you've been asked to play. It can be fun to wear makeup and heels, but maybe not every day. If the mannerisms and clothes confine you, remove them. Remember, it is just a role with suggested costumes that you are free to alter. Stand tall in your own special understanding of what it means to be La Dama. So some of you might be the minority, whether it is culturally, whether you're the only woman in your workforce or in a space where you go to every day. So this card is like pretty much just saying be bold, like be in your feminine energy, be explosive in that, like be happy to be what you are, whether you're a man or a woman or, you know, anyone who's gender fluid, like be who you are. That is so important. Like confidence is so important in just exuding who you are as a person. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they don't understand that like authenticity is one of the most highest vibrations that you can give to others. Love comes right after that, but confidence is so important. Like, don't make yourself small. Be who you are, whether you're happy about it or not. We all go through those spirits where it's like, oh, am I doing too much? Like, do too much. Be who you are, whatever makes you happy. So the next card is La Bandera, which is the flag. Oh, I want to show this card really quick. So the flag, there's a white flag being raised. So you might be going through a situation where spirit is like telling you like you have to soften up. You have to play that feminine role. You have to exude that divine feminine energy. You're going through something where you're being tried, and instead of being in masculine energy and being hard, you have to move with grace, poise, and you have to be understanding. You know what I mean? Like, when I think of divine feminine, I think of mothers. I think of like just women that are in power, women that, you know, matriarch energy. You're not going to be impulsive. You're not going to be hard with it. You're going to be understanding. You're going to be gentle, almost like you're dealing with a child in a way. You know what I mean? So, also La Dama is number 3, which is the number for me of stability. Like when I see a 3, that lets me know like it's going to have something to do with some type of stability, some type of coming together. So La Bandera is going to be number 16 for my people that do numerology. So La Bandera is about rally, change, surrender. It is time to wave your flag high so that you may discover who is ready to join your team or cause. This could mean attracting a potential mate, business partner, or even an entire group of people to rally around a worthwhile effort. If this is your charge to lead, be sure you believe in this mission fully before unfurling the banners. La Bandera could also suggest a need to restrain or reconsider nationalistic pride or cultural ideology. Oftentimes we hold on to beliefs simply because our people, whoever those people or that society may be, have always behaved or believed in a certain way. Reevaluate time-honored traditions and thought patterns in a healthy practice, especially if you or your society are experiencing tension and crave change. It may be a time to consider whether you will strive to keep systems in place or work towards sensible, necessary change. A bandera without colors or emblems could be considered a blank canvas, a time to envision anew, or perhaps now it is time for surrender. Keep in mind, this does not necessarily mean defeat. Sometimes we reach a point where there is nothing we can do in a situation, and letting go of any semblance of control is the best course of action. So with this one, I get that like you could be joining some type of group, corporation, or organization in the near future. For some reason, I heard like in the next month to 3 months. There could also be some type of like tension going on, whether it's a racial community, a gender community, any of that. And so it's pretty much telling you that like you want to surrender. And when I think of surrender, I don't think of like being defeated or being let down or losing. I think of like it's time to let go and let the universe. Like, whatever you're going through, you cannot put in effort, really. Like, you don't want to waste your energy trying to change it, because at the end of the day, it's going to be something that ends up being what it ends up being. But it's going to be by you not going so hard on it. Like, you have to use that, once again, that divine feminine energy, and you have to let go and be poised and be graceful and just know, like, whatever it's meant to be is going to be. Like, what's for you is for you. I also got that there are people that are close to you that you probably feel aren't necessarily backing you up in whatever this is. It could be your friends, family, colleagues. Like, you're believing in something, and there's something that you have a passion and a fight for, but they're not backing you up the way that you would back them up, pretty much. But Spirit is pretty much saying, like, don't go hard on it. Don't go hard on the people around you, because at the end of the day, these are your soldiers. These are the people that, yeah, they might think this in the moment, but once everything plays out how it does, they're going to be backing you up. So don't go popping off on people like, oh, you didn't back me up, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, because what's meant to be is meant to be. So right now is a moment of just, it's the calm before the storm, pretty much. Like, Spirit is asking you to just not be silent, actually. Don't say anything, don't do anything, just watch right now. And this is that card. And then we have El Melon, which is the melon. And this card, I'm automatically, when I look at it, I see that, like, you're aiming for something. There's something that you're, like, moving towards, a goal that you're moving towards, and it's going to be very abundant, and you do have people backing you up. As much as you think that you don't, you really do. So like I said, it's one of those things where I'm not going to necessarily say people want to see the results before they bandwagon onto you, but I'm just saying it's one of those things where it's like people are going to wait until they, like, realize, okay, this person is right. Like, and you are right. So El Melon, the melon, is about bounty, sustenance, fruitful. El Melon is sustenance, juicy and raw, sliced up for the taking. You have labored long and can now enjoy the fruits that have finally flourished. This may mean an opportunity to share or indulge in abundance. When you are invited to the banquet table, don't be shy about the slice you have been offered. If not, there will be someone else to come along ready to take what you leave behind. El Melon might also indicate sharing of a more intimate nature, as hinted by the shape and color of the open cantaloupe. Fruit is a symbol of fertility, be it the proliferation of life or the various expressions of human creativity. Whatever the cause, relish its sweetness. May you feel nourished by the sustenance that brings your body and spirit. This card could be asking you to focus on the center of the melon, where all the seeds are gathered in its fleshy fruit. It is possible you have reached the core of a matter that has been long troubled or confused you. Finally, someone has sliced in to reveal the simplicity of it all. This moment may have been painful, but what remains are the seeds of understanding that you can use to plant new ideas and fruitful truths. So yeah, like I said, you have been working towards something, and you're about to see everything in the flesh of what you worked for. Like, all your hard work did not go unnoticed. Like, Spirit and your ancestors and the universe and God, they're all coming together to, like, prove your point, pretty much. This also could be, like they said, a fertility card. You could be birthing something new, whether it's a physical human or whether it's an idea or a mindset or even a new beginning, which I feel like a lot of us Pisces are going through right now. Like, we have been through a lot, and I feel like a lot of us are kind of taking off our rose-colored glasses, and we're like, okay, this isn't for me. I don't like this. What can I do to fix this? So that's what I get. So that was number 11, by the way. So the next card is El Musico, the musician. I did get this reversed, so I am going to read this how I feel, because I don't get reverses for any reason. I know a lot of people don't like to read reverses, but like, you can't just take all the good. You have to take the bad with it also. So artistry, sound, dedication. I'm going to read this portion, which is in another light, which is kind of like the shadow side of the card, because I feel like that's going to be like the most prominent and the most important part, because it did come in reverse. And then I'm going to go off of that, like what I feel. So El Musico reminds us to add artistry wherever we can within our work and daily routines, especially when feeling stuck in monotony. If you don't like the soundtrack, it may be time to make your own music, real or symbolic. Just be sure to practice on a regular basis. Rehearsal is always necessary if we want to revel in the flow of any creative process. I'm also hearing that like you could be listening to things that, whether it's people or music, that are kind of a negative tone and a negative energy, and that isn't really healthy for you. So Spirit's kind of asking you to like be mindful of the things that you listen to and the things that you take heed to, because that's really important. You know, our mind is the biggest muscle, and we have to be very, 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 very careful of like the things that we listen to, because it's almost in a way manifesting. Words are spells, and like if you're listening to negative things all the time, your mind is subconsciously going to be soaking that all in, and you don't want that. You want to be able to function properly and listen to things that bring positivity and joy to your world. You know what I mean? So the next card we got is El Paraguas, which is the umbrella. Hope, preparation, blessings. So we've gotten a lot of cards so far about like having faith, trusting the process, moving with grace, moving with dignity, moving with morale, and abundance and blessings. So it's like, okay, we went through a hard time, but now it's time for us to like, you know, understand why we went through what we went through. Like, nothing that we went through was in vain. So it says, grab your umbrella because there might be rain in your forecast. In life, our skies are not always clear. There will be gray days, but also brightness and the hope-inspiring rainbow that often arrives after the storm. Surrender to the inevitable cycles of life, and you will find contentment in any weather. Preparation is your ally. When possible, protect yourself from stormy emotions, sources of danger, and minor annoyances. Consider the notion that you may be El Paraguas in this case. Have you been called upon by a loved one to provide protection or comfort? If so, ask yourself if there is room for two under your umbrella, and if so, take turns carrying this coverage. Quite often we engage in questionable habits or customs, such as reaching for an umbrella every time it rains. Put your paraguas aside. If a good rain bath is what you really need right now, water from the heavens can be incredibly healing. Our world abounds with blessings, yet sometimes we block ourselves from receiving them simply because we can never pause to consider our regular customs and reactions. So, you could live in an area where it's consistently raining, or you could be like me and work in an area where it's consistently raining, because I live in a nice area. Where I live at right now, it's summertime. So like where home is, it's sunny out, but when I go to work, there is a lake effect. So sometimes it will rain out of nowhere. It'll be dead ass summer, and the next thing you know, it's raining, pouring out of nowhere. It's crazy, honestly. But it's just saying, do not let your environment make you a product of that. Even when it is dark and rainy, you have to figure out what you're going to do to bring that sunny summertime energy to your life, okay? Preparation is your ally. It's pretty much saying like you have to prepare for the storm. An umbrella is a tool, okay? Everything is not always going to be good. So in the meantime, you have to figure out, okay, if this happens, what am I going to do? Like, don't just be sitting there waiting. You got to be prepared and be ready, okay? People might be asking you for help in some type of way. They might be asking to stay with you, like, oh, can I stay and live with you for a little bit? They could be asking for financial assistance. They could even be just asking for like advice on a shoulder to lean on. But like, do you have enough to carry that burden at this time? Like, you have to be mindful and really question and ask yourself, okay, is my cup full? Can I pour into this person, or am I going to be depleting myself? Because if you have nothing to pour, then what? You're both going to be looking dumb. So you got to figure that out. And I'm big on cleansing, whether it's spiritual baths, spiritual Palo Santo. Like, you have to cleanse yourself. When it rains, I love going to the rain because I pray. When I'm in water, period. When I go to the beach or the lake, I'm praying in that water because it's going to cleanse you. Like, water is one of the purest sources of anything on this earth. And you got to alchemize it and use it to your highest ability. And it also talks about blocking your blessings because we never pause to consider our regular customs and reactions. We never pause to consider our regular customs and reactions. This is saying you're blocking blessings by not thinking outside of the box. You're blocking blessings by being like, oh, well, this is just how I am. But no, you have to look at the whole situation and look at different perspectives. You can't just say, oh, this happened this way and I would normally react this way, so this is just what it is. Like, no. It's about being better. Like, there's certain situations where it's like, yeah, you can do the typical cycle, but where has that gotten you? Like, sometimes you gotta up the ante and up the score and flip the script. You know what I mean? Like, what's next? You can't just do the same thing and expect different results, because that's just not how life works. Like, if you pay close attention, the same thing is going to bring you the same result. It's when you change when things get better and when you see different. So just keep that in mind. This is this card. And the last card is La Sirena, which is the mermaid. And that's number 6. The umbrella was number 5. Liminal enchanting beauty. La Sirena is of two worlds and may symbolize a liminal state you are experiencing. Is your nature shifting in some way? Perhaps you have been feeling neither fully here nor there. Ancient myths from various cultures have viewed half-human or betwixt beings as enchanting creatures of noteworthy origins. Are you at this moment able to recognize your own magic and beauty? La Sirena could also be beckoning you to visit the ocean soon. If this is not possible in the near future, connect to the ocean in other ways. Listen to the sounds of crashing waves during meditation or before sleep. Visit another body of water nearby where your sole purpose is to relax and reflect. Even a salt or herbal bath can be a soul-nourishing solution. Notice La Sirena holds her arms up as though calling or longing for something or someone. If this is you, it is important to ask yourself whether the object of your desire is able to revel with you in your waters. If you are divided by land or some other insurmountable obstacle, it may be time to wave and swim away. Remember how deep your own ocean is, teeming with life and tiny miracles. So once again, cleansing yourself. This is like heavy cleansing yourself energy. Like, you gotta cleanse yourself. Something is going on. I'm feeling like a heavy spiritual awakening. Like, you have been through something that has caused either your physical, mental, or spiritual state some type of trauma, to where spirit is asking you to like cleanse yourself properly. Like I said, you can use Palo Santo. You can take a salt bath. You can go to like the Botanica. They have all types of like baths and candles and things like that. Like, spirit wants you to cleanse your space, cleanse your energy, cleanse your car. Even prayer is one of the best cleanses, and you don't even have to utilize anything. It's just a mental cleanse. So I think that's important. If you are by a body of water, visit that. Spend time there, meditate, have a beach day, lake day. Like, just take that time to sit by the water and think about everything you're going through and let it flow, let it go. You could be going through a situation where there's someone or something that you want, and it is seeming like a lot of work. Whenever you are feeling exhausted trying to understand or have someone else understand you, that's a red flag that, like, it probably isn't for you. Like, what's for you is for you, and like what comes with love and authenticity and, you know, being genuine isn't going to come hard. It's going to come easy. And I understand people go through things that, like, can kind of conflict situations and make it a little bit more work, but I feel like communication is key also. So if it's like not proper communication, if you're not getting, you know, like what you're giving reciprocated, then I would say just pull back and know that there's something better for you. I'm gonna pull a couple of the Divine Beloved cards. We're going to almost 30 minutes, so I'm gonna end this here, and then I'll do another video with the tarot spread. Spirit guide, ancestors, please give me some oracle and divine messages for the spread that I just pulled from my Pisces collective and my Pisces collective only. If there are any cross watchers or anyone with malicious intent watching, please let my Pisces be able to alchemize that energy. If their name or a thought of them or a picture of them is being looked at or thought of, please let that bring them some type of abundance to their life, whether it's clarity, financial abundance, gifts, something. Let them know. And that's how you're going to know also if someone is bringing you a malicious intent. Please give me 3 of your Divine Beloved Oracle cards for my Pisces collective, please. Okay. So these fell. And I'm going to take the ones that are flipped over. Okay, Spirit wants me to take all of them. Okay, so first off, I am going to read the cards backwards first, just so you can understand which ones fell backwards, and then we'll read the ones upright, but I'm going to read the cards purpose, regular. So the first one I got is support, and it did fall backwards. When I see this card and it's falling backwards, I'm seeing that you feel that you don't have any type of support, which we kind of already talked about. Like, you're probably going through a situation where you feel alone, but Spirit says the right help will come. Allow me, Divine Beloved, to let go, relax, and enjoy the process, knowing that it's safe to offer all of your capable hands. The right actions are always shown, and the right help always comes. You do not need to worry. Like, you better believe the universe is working overtime to make sure that you are straight. God and the universe, they're not going to leave you stinking. Like, you feel like you're going through something right now, and you are. But what I want you to know is you're not alone, and someone is going to come, and they're going to help you. And they're going to tell you that they understand you, and they see you. And that's how you're going to know. And it's also okay to ask for help. Like, I know a lot of us Pisces, we don't like asking people for help. We are so used to being like an emotional crutch for people and being there for others, and we're not used to having that for ourselves. So the fact that, like, thinking, oh, maybe I'm not going to be able to ask someone for help, like, ask. The worst someone can say is no, or give you some whack reason why they can't help you, and that's okay too. But regardless, help is coming, so don't worry. So true nature fell upright, and it says, I know the eternal. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who knows the true nature of our souls. Awaken me to the knowledge of the eternal. Let me know my true self as consciousness. So yeah, you're going through some type of spiritual awakening. You're finding who you are. You are finding the blueprint to yourself is all I can really say. Like, there is only one of you, and you are understanding yourself. It's like almost like getting a brand new computer, and it's like brand new on the market, it's state of the art, and you end up learning how to use it, and you end up realizing, oh, it becomes second nature. That's kind of what you're doing. You're processing yourself and you're figuring everything out for yourself. And I love that for you. That is a beautiful card. And this is beautiful energy. Like, knowing yourself, once you know yourself, no one can tell you anything about yourself. No one can gaslight you. No one can lie to you. No one can make you feel bad about your past or anything that you're doing, because you know that already. So the third card I got is intuition, and it did fall backwards. So that's letting me know that you're not following your intuition. Nothing will ever beat your intuition. I tell my friends that all the time. Like, what you feel is real. Do not ever question your gut. Do not ever question your heart. Don't ever question your intuition, that feeling that you get in your soul. You know it. It hurts almost sometimes. Don't question that. Intuition, God finds a way. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can offer all major decisions to you. Let me trust you, always guiding me in the right directions. May I always remember that if something is meant to be, out of no way, God finds a way. What's for you is for you. This is what this whole reading is about. Like, there is something that is happening where it's having you question your existence. It's having you question your plan. It's having you question a lot of things. And what this is saying is, like, what is for you is for you. And it's always going to be better than what you imagine. Always think greater than what you want, because it's yours. So this fell in reverse, and it's divine assistance. When I get this card, I'm thinking ancestors. I'm thinking like divine assistance. That's angels, that's ancestors. Like, you're not calling for help. Sometimes you don't even have to ask a person. Sometimes you just gotta ask your ancestors or ask the divine. Like, can you please help me? Like, there have been times where I have been just hurting spiritually, and I will literally pray to God, like, I need help. Like, I know I don't ask for help much, but I need help right now. Like, please help me. Or I call on my ancestors. I have people that I love, like my mom passed away, and I will call on her. I will pray and I will say, Mom, I know you see me. I know you're here with me. You see what I'm going through. Fix it. Help me find a way to fix it if you can't. Like, help me. You have to utilize your resources, and sometimes it's not in the physical. So remember that. This says, I am open to receive. Change me, divine beloved, into one who is willing to receive all, in capital letters, all the right help. Let me feel deserving of divine assistance in every way. Open me to receive. Stop not asking for help. You need help right now. Ask for it. They are waiting for you to ask for it. And one thing about the spirit world, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Sinners, but the same way that it goes in like dark energy, it kind of goes in light energy. Like, spirit wants permission. Ancestors want permission. Yeah, sometimes if things are going crazy, they're going to step in regardless without you asking. But if you can ask, and they're going to help you. That's what they're there for. So ask for the help. Get that divine assistance. This is the best help you can get. And then you have longing, and this is in reverse also. I offer my deepest desires. Change me, divine beloved, into one who offers you my deepest longings, trusting you know exactly how to handle them. Let me know my wholeness and freedom most of all. In this card, this woman is crying. She's hurt. And there's a man, and he's rubbing her back and holding her. And for me, that's the universe, and that's God, and that's knowing you have support. You have energy that is going to hug you with whatever you're going through. You're not alone. And you have to speak up. Like, whatever's hurting you, you have to tell someone. You have to speak up about it. Like, holding it all in isn't going to help you. And the last card is desires. And this is reversed also. I'm going to have to flip this card and hold it because the woman doesn't have a top on. But I offer all longings to you. That's crazy that these cards just coincide with each other like this. Like, what? Change me, divine beloved, into one who offers all longings to you. Let me feel whole, knowing all true needs will be handled. You are my source of all. Whatever you're worried about, you are about to literally get it times 10. Whatever it is, if it's rent, if it's love, if it's a career, like, you're about to get blessed. Stop worrying about it. Start praying, start meditating, start asking for help. Everything is going to be okay. I promise you. So that's all I have right now. This was a beautiful reading. Like, honestly, as a Pisces, it gave me solace. So I hope it did the same for you. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, share. And I am going to do a tarot for the next reading. Thank you all so much, and I hope you have a blessed night.